Hello everybody. So this is Harsh C aspirant who attempted in December 2022. आप सभी को स्वागत करता हूँ मेरे YouTube चैनल पर and this is my paper which I got 39 marks but not actually 39 marks. 39 marks was given by CI but what score is scored by me is you can just see here, that is 37. मार्क्स ऑब्टाइंड बाय मी इज़ 37 बट क्यों मुझे ऐसे ने 2 मार्क्स ज़्यादा कर दिया. इट कुड बी ए रीज़न हैज़ ग्रेस मार्क्स और एनीथिंग, क्योंकि मैंने एजुकेटर्स और यूट्यूब चैनल्स देख लूँ हूँ, क्योंकि उसमें बोलते हैं कि there is it's actually normal. ICA normally give this kind of marks for some sort of students, so I am belongs to that sort of students I think. So पर कैसे दिया and you get to know the answer for does any sorry, does any question had grace marks, because you may heard of OPC or private company will get 4 marks who are attempted. So but I didn't get, I get only 0 marks, none marks in that question, and in English no. So let's go analyzing my paper. What are the mistakes, what should be done, what are the learnings from my paper. So let's go. So this is the attempt where the examination held on 16th December 2022. So let's go. Yeah, initially I started with section A. It's starting question number 1A. So this is actually a question of contract act, and this is to analyze the relationship between the parties, what kind of contract it is, like that. So I started with provisions, writing provisions and fact of the case. Then ultimately I concluded the case, and there were two questions, 1 and 2. But in one I got 2 marks, but not in second question because it was wrong. Okay, it could be reason can recover the loan amount from X. ये तो गलत ही होगा, आई थिंक सो. एंड नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैंने स्टार्ट किया आंसर टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 1B. सो देखिए, आप सब देख सकते हो, मैंने प्रोविजंस तो 75% ऑफ द पेज लिख दिया हो. This is how when happens a student is going to attend a professional examination for first time. So ऐसे ही हो गया, and I know quantity doesn't matter but it is. So provisions लिख दिया. This is question on doctrine of indoor management. So indoor management का question था, and fact of the case लिख दिया मैंने, and after that conclusion कर दिया, and there were 3 questions asked, so I answered. But you can deeply observe that there is step 2 marking. Actually you all know that in law paper and accounts paper there is step marks. So in step 1 I got 2 marks, but lost in step 2, that is 2 marks. But I don't know what includes in step 2 for this question, क्योंकि मैंने conclusion लिख दिया हूँ and fact of the case and provisions लिख दिया हूँ. But what should I have to add, I don't know, क्योंकि मैं इतना सारा लिखा हूँ and they have not specified wrong for that, but for just step 2 they are specified wrong, but I don't know what includes. So उसमें भी मेरा 2 marks गया. So next question, answer to question number 1C. I was expecting low marks here only because I was not sure about this question. This was question on essential elements of sale of unascertained goods. So unascertained goods का question था, and I got 1 marks. This point was right, I guess, not of below question points. So next सो मुझे क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में मैंडेटरी क्वेश्चन था, 12 मार्क्स में 5 मार्क्स आया है. So yeah, 2A, right? 2A was question. 2A was the question where I was assumed to not to answer it. I was prejudged before the examination, but I answered because of my favorite, and I know the answer. This was the question on consideration, especially for agreements made out of love and affection are treated as valid agreements. So this was the question. Just elaborate to what are the conditions to be applied to follow this agreement to become a contract. So these are the 4 points. So 1 2 3 4 points was written, and I got 4 marks. So here step 1, 4 marks for question 1. I got 4 marks. But question number 2, this is the question, is the sub question under the main question only. 2A में ये सब क्वेश्चन था, and this was the question on promise to pay a time barred debt cannot be enforced. Yeah, it cannot be enforced but subject to conditions. पर मैंने क्या बड़ा मिस्टेक कर दिया कि I didn't explain the provisions. Instead of that, I started explaining, giving them example. ये कभी भी नहीं करना है for a student, क्योंकि after explaining provisions, if necessary, go with examples. Without explaining provisions, do not go with explaining them in example. It was under the Limitation Act and everything. I think example is relevant, but I didn't explain provisions. इसीलिए I think इसी ने नहीं मुझे मार्क्स दिया है, so 0. So next question 2B, it was on limited liability partnership. So basically the question on is distinguish between the LLP and companies. So instead of that, I started explaining what is what is LLP, how does it work, how does it incorporate like that. And after that I started differentiating both the body corporates. So मुझे 1 मार्क्स मिला इन फर्स्ट पॉइंट. एंड सेकेंड पॉइंट में मैं क्या किया, सेकेंड पॉइंट में भी मुझे मार्क्स आता था कि आई डोंट नो, बट the point I had written is the profits of the LLP firm is distributed among the partners. Yeah, of course. But what I made my mistake is, however, not in the case of companies. This is the lazy answer that I gave, क्योंकि मैंने if I elaborate that companies in some 2 lines, I could get one more point, one more marks in this point, but I didn't. So never ever write these kind of answers in professional exams, even in normal exams too. So I didn't get here too. So answer to question number 3. So this is the question basically on expulsion. So I got 4 marks. So what are the conditions to expel the partner? This was the conditions. So I got 4 marks out of 6, I guess. And yeah, I forgot to write another point here. Maybe this could be the reason for giving 4 marks for me. So 3B, yeah, this is another learning from my certified copy. Never ever attempt the question which you even don't know the single point on that question. I was actually not sure about this question on which provision it is based. I thought this is the question on the provisions of consideration, but it was on the basis of quasi contract. So this is the reason where students fail. Maybe this could be the reason. So these are the mistakes. See, I have whenever they just observe the answer through the provisions, what the law is applicable to this case. If it is wrong, then they never ever go through next no next answer. See, I didn't get. I had written 2 page. It is no use of it. Next 4a. So 4a, this is question on right to resell. So this is the question. I got 3 marks out of I think 6 marks, 6 or 4, I guess, I don't know. Then 4b, Indian Partnership Act. So this was the question on consequences of non-registration of the firm, partnership firm. So I got 5 marks out of 6. So these are the points I written. Then this much and this much. So here I got 5 marks. So in question number 4 I got 8 marks out of 12. So 4a, in 4a I got 3 marks out of 6. 4b I got 5 out of 6. So next question, 5b2. Just comment on this. Is there any points to add? Because this is a question of 2 marks and I have written every point in explaining about listed company and unlisted company. Then what is the use of it? I just got 1 marks in this. And then this is the question where every student was expecting to get out, because this was the question was based on out of syllabus. It was not in our syllabus, but still the YouTube channel creators were so creative in creating the videos and telling us that whoever attempted the question number 5b1, they will get out marks, because this is out of syllabus. But for my not only for me, whoever attempted and they got wrong answers, the reply from ICAI is anda, which means 0. So मुझे 1 मार्क्स भी नहीं मिला है. Even I have written relevant provisions, even I have written explaining facts of the case. मैंने conclusion नहीं लिखा क्योंकि मेरा टाइम ज़्यादा हो गया था and I wanted to jump into BCR. So that's the reason why I didn't written conclusion. But I thought कि मुझे मैंने provisions लिखा है और facts of the case भी explain किया है. करीबन मुझे 3 मार्क्स तो आज आ ही चुके थे, आ जाते थे. आई वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस and I didn't. So next, so I think this is the law paper, yeah. And then I started explaining and answering section B. So I think I should end up here. This was the analysis of my law paper, which I got 37. But ultimately what the mark sheet says, your result says only, which means my result on law paper is 39 only, not 37. Even my certified copy showing that 37, it is 39 only. So this was the criteria which ICAI follows. How should our answer should be, how should a pattern of answer should be. You can maybe learn from this my paper. So thanking you. Before that, I want you to comment below this video regarding any doubts or any suggestions for me, and are welcomed on my below this video, that is comment box. So thanking you, and yeah, thank you.